Coach, a tough loss tonight, 24-20 against St. Joseph's. Just some opening remarks from you, please.
I think there were some things we did uncharacteristic of our team. We had 8 penalties for 105 yards. You can't win a game when you do that. Key situations, we didn't make the plays that we've made in the past. Kids played hard, but again, when you lose, I didn't do a good job preparing them, so that's on me. And we go back to the drawing board this week, and got a great team coming in here, so we got a bigger challenge ahead of us now.
You guys seem to have the momentum. You're up to 10 points after the Gregory field goal early in the fourth quarter. And then they completed some vertical passes that got them back in the game. Talk about that drive for them.
Yeah, I think they did a good job of mixing some things up. They threw a ball up. We're in good coverage. The kid makes a good play. The ball's kind of hanging in the air. We're in a pressure call, and up front, everyone sees the actual catch, but up front we got to do a good job with our backers and our D line of getting there. And then I just feel like at times we look back when we should have been looking at the receivers. So, and they did a great job. My hats off to them. They played great tonight. They did some good things, and we didn't counteract with some things on defense. And for us, to be successful, we got to play really good defense to win.
You guys still had the lead after that. You're up by 3, but then a special teams where they had a block punt. Talk about that play and what maybe they saw that they could rush the punter and get to that ball.
Well, I think at the end of the day, it just turned into they took our tackle and our tight end, and they just knocked them back. We weren't physical at the point of attack, and that's part of the things that we need to be. We need to be physical at the point of attack, and at the end of the day, the most important thing is when you're doing that, those guys need to dig in that last couple of plays, they didn't do that. So.
Defensively for them, I mean, you guys had just 12 yards in that fourth quarter. Is that just part of the maturation process of this team, being able to finish contests like this?
Yeah, I think in any team, being able to finish is a key point, and we didn't do that tonight. I mean, they won the fourth quarter. Offensively, defensively, special teams-wise, you look in the fourth quarter, we get a punt block. We don't get any stops when we really need it. And then offensively, we couldn't move the ball. So, yeah, it's a combination of everything. And when I say we couldn't move the ball on offense, just in the fourth quarter,
right?
I felt like we did a really good job, especially in the first half. We ran the ball. I mean, you look at our rushing yards, we did a good job rushing it. I just think when you don't turn it, when you turn the ball over and then you get a blocked kick and then you can't get off the field on third down, that's big. I mean, the last third down of the game, it's 3rd and 10 plus, and we missed 3 tackles at the point of attack. They get the first down and run the clock out. For us, if we get stopped there, our offense goes back on the field and we got a shot to win it. So we just got to do a better job of finishing. And I think tonight our kids, again, they played hard. They executed the game plan for 3 quarters. And then in the fourth quarter, it kind of changed a little bit. So that's on me, and I got to do a better job getting them prepared.
William had 104 yards rushing today. I think that's back-to-back 100-yard games for you. If you feel like you're coming into your own a little bit, I know earlier in the year, and you guys do a running back by committee, it seemed like early in the year, but you seem to be the featured back now here late in the year.
We got a deep stable of backs with Mike Ivy, Chris Watkins, Jacob Jeter, and so all of us, whenever we get in the game, that we just do whatever we have to do to get yards, and we just show over here. And we got an excellent O-line with Jake Zola, Caleb Myers, Shane Shannon, Najee Brown, Max. They roll guys every play. So basically, following those big guys makes it easier for us.
What do you look forward to next week? You got a tough team coming in here in St. Francis out of Forward, Indiana. What are some of the things that you guys are going to key on offensively moving into that regular season finale?
Just finishing and sustaining drives and finishing, because as you can see with the history of what we show on tape, we just got to do a better job of sustaining our drives and being better in the second half. We got a good team coming in here. It's a top 5 team, so we just had a big game today, and we got a big game next week, and that's when we shine.
And sure, Brian, you led the team with 7 tackles today, 1.5 tackles for loss. They seem to have some pretty good size at wideout. What was the challenge for you as a corner today?
Today, in particular, was just a little bit of eye control. I'm used to playing good contact, and I'm used to playing competitive. And 84, he was pretty competitive. And we was good, and all the way until my eyes got bad. I had to start looking in the backfield a couple here and there, and that's what happens when you don't play a full game to your full potential.
You guys blitz a lot, and that leaves you one-on-one with a wide receiver. How do you relish that one-on-one battle against somebody that's coming up against you?
Well, I love one-on-one coverage, by the way, just to put that out there. I love it. I was covering for a little amount of time, but I knew that don't mean anything. Like, the ball can come out early, the ball can come out late, no matter. I'm still supposed to make that play. And one of those particular plays, the ball came out late, and it was good coverage, and it was good play made by the receiver, but I still supposed to make that play no matter what the position is.
You know, what's it like for you and your teammates coming out for the first night game here at Davenport? A little more enthusiasm playing at night?
It was very exciting, really exciting. Like, we got a great O-line who came out rolling. That's what we go behind. We go behind the O-line and the D-line. The O-line and the D-line came out today, played pretty well under the lights, and then everybody else got to follow suit. And it was just like fourth quarter when the O-line and D-line we all kind of laid back a little bit, and we didn't finish. So, like, under the lights, it was a great opportunity, great game to play in. You just gotta have better results.
And finally, Coach Lou, you got one more game coming up here. It looks like St. Francis, a very tough team. What's the message to the guys just to forget about tonight and move on to next week?
I think the biggest message for us, I told them, like, we're together. There's no one that walked out here with a win. We all walked out with a loss. And we win or lose together, we play together. And tonight, I mean, you're just looking at the stats, we hold them to 255 yards offense. They have 299 yards offense. We win the time of possession. We do a good job offensively in the red zone. Defensively in the red zone, we didn't do a good job. The thing that sticks out, you have 8 penalties for 105 yards. That's like a freshman team. That's like a young team. We're not that anymore.
Right.
So you can't use that as an excuse. I think for us, we have to be better at finishing. And at the end of the day, if we finish, we got to put ourselves in a good shot to win the game. So this week, everything we do, we've got to finish. Every drill, every meeting, everything we do, we've got to finish.
Thank you, guys. Good luck next week.
Thanks.
Thank you.